Welcome to my latest help letter. And one of the things that's been coming up, I was talking about it in the podcast with Sarah, is there's more and more people reevaluating. People talked about the great resignation, but there's a great reevaluation going on for lots and lots of people. And as people reevaluate their career, I was thinking about what I tend to do in my career coaching. There are a few exercises, and I think one of them is a values hierarchy. I think that's something you really need to do with another person. But one of the exercises that I send people off to do on their own is a career timeline exercise. And partly I use this especially when people want to be able to have an impact presenting. But it is a really valuable tool in career assessment and thinking what you want to do next in your career. So I've done a quick recording of that, which you can see now, and then I'll come back and speak again after you've seen the exercise. So take a blank piece of paper. I like to do this on A3 if you've got it available, but A4 is fine. And draw a couple of lines on there. The first one is time, your horizontal line. Then draw another axis, and at the top of that is at your best. What you like at your best, you're motivated, you're thriving, and at the bottom, that's when you're not being at your best, when you're demotivated. You may just be surviving. You may be at the bottom of this is really under loads and loads of stress. And what I would recommend you do is to draw a graphic representation of your career from most people from when they left college or higher education. So here is an example timeline. For some people it's gone rapidly up and down, some people it's really, really big steady periods. But this is a line that I drew that was sort of representative of the early stages of my career. So it gives you an emotional sense of where you were you thriving, were you at your best, or were you not at your best? And clearly I've got quite a dip here early on. And what I would recommend you do is take some time and to, particularly at the peaks, to think through what was going on at these times, and particularly what was present or absent. So for me, I had bosses that really empowered me. I was dealing in new stuff. There was an exploration. There was an element of that exploration. There was newness. I was able to perform and prove my worth at these stages early on in my career. But what you'll find is we're looking for patterns. We're looking for the things that consistently come up. And it's quite easy to just go, yep, that was happening here, that was happening here. But I would say spend a bit of time with this and really think through what was going on there, what were you doing, what was around you in the environment, and what was absent. And do the same for the troughs. What was going on at these times, what were you doing, feeling, and experiencing, learning then? And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for what's present and absent at the peaks and troughs and what you were doing, feeling, experiencing, and learning. And what you will find as you write these things up, you will notice patterns. And it's those patterns and consistencies that you're really interested in. So once you've done that exercise, you've spent a bit of time with it, what you'll notice is that clear pattern of what's present for you. And when I've done this side by side with clients, what's come out is a really strong pattern. For some people, there's always been a team there. What's really important is the development of a team for them. For other people, it's been much more about what they're doing, and they've been breaking new boundaries, for example. It's about inventing new stuff. It's about shifting a system. For different people, it's different things. And so you can see for some people, the quality of their manager is really critical to them. Is it the right supportive environment? Certain company aspects. What's the company about? So basically, you will see a pattern arise for you, that you can then, when you're assessing whether or not you want to stay where you are, or changes you might want to make in your current role or your situation, or if you're thinking about moving organization, you've got a really good checklist of some of the things you want to be satisfied when you're looking for any new role that's going to be really worthwhile and engaging for you. So I hope you find this exercise really useful and productive. I know many clients have. Cheers.